Charming. You've been spending too much time with Joe, I'd say.
Only joshing, old chap. Right, let's see if we can solve this. Cryptic one this time. 2 down, 8 letters, begins with U. Builder goes mad during door removal.
Unhinged?
Ah, now I'm pleased I took the lift with you. UN hinged. You sure you wouldn't be happier in the English department? It's the only reason I buy these things now. Although, there was that one story I wanted to read, can you believe it? About that Molly girl.
I haven't heard anything. What story?
Oh. No, you've been away in Scotland again, haven't you? Lucky you. The lecturer, Molly Shanahan, got taken away yesterday on campus. Caused a right stir outside college. Black cars blocking the road. Plainclothes police, or so it looked. Photographs here on page 2.
I know her. She's the one that wears the red jacket.
Well, I don't know about that. This one could be red. Bit of a giveaway if it was. You know her.
Well, I've met her.
Good lord. You're not mixed up in all this, are you?
I don't know what all this is. Can you read it?
Well, it says here she's rumoured to have links with the Communist Party of the Soviet Union. Miss Shanahan, lecturer at Newhall College, Cambridge, was known to be associated with the CND and other anti-nuclear weapons organisations, all of which have come under suspicion since the marches on Whitehall earlier this year. She has been charged with handling data sensitive to Her Majesty's government and passing that data to contacts in Moscow.
I can't believe it.
It's going to make the professor jumpy. Not the reason he wanted the university in the papers. Questions remain over whether she was working alone and how the university deal with the fallout. The same as usual, I suppose. Just carry on.
Molly and Clara were good friends. I hope this won't come back on her.
Oh, so Clara's that friend you mentioned then?
She is. She'll be worried sick.
Look, despite all this newspaper talk, it's only questioning. I wouldn't get too worked up about it.
You seem very calm about all this.
Well, of course I hate to see it, but you know, nothing to do with us, old chap.
You're right. You're right.
It'll blow over soon, I'm sure.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if this is just the start?
All right, then. Let's take another look at this one. 4 across, 9 letters, begins with T. Oh, this is what I am when you're driving. Rhymes with verify.
Okay, I get the message.
Just gonna write that one down, if I should live long enough.
No, keep going. No, come on. A bit further. No! Damn it!
Really state-of-the-art technology. It weighs a ton.
Come on, you can do it.
I know.
It's just what I could cobble together with a meager budget.
I just wanted to make sure that if I was carrying the kitchen sink, it was a scientifically useful kitchen sink. I've been meaning to tell you, I heard from Molly just before we left.
Molly? What's happened?
Well, it's been awful. As you'd expect. Arrested and questioned like that for so long. She sounded a bit shaken. Didn't sound like her at all.
So is she still under arrest?
Well, that's what she was calling about. She was being released without charge.
How do you feel about it?
Well, it's better than her still being locked up, that's for certain, but something was a little off about it.
You suspect something's going on? Foul play?
Something must be going on. But I can't put my finger on it. She wasn't being very clear. She wasn't sure if she wants to come back to college. I don't know when I'll see her again.
Sounds like it's really affected her.
It's just... I hope it doesn't ruin things. Her academic career, everything, you know? So many people think that where there's smoke, there's fire. It's bloody unfair.
You don't know she's not coming back.
No, but I know there are people who'd much rather she didn't.
I wouldn't like to be in her shoes, that's for sure.
This Cold War suddenly feels a bit real, doesn't it?
Hello?
Hello? Shall I send it up?
Go for it.
I'll never tire of doing that. Taken all your readings? I've just completed mine for the day.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, well, you know me. Ready for the walk back?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Although, there's something I want you to see first.
Sounds intriguing.
Follow me, you'll see. Fancy we climb?
Of course.
Come on. Together we can make it to the top. Here, put one hand here, it'll help you up. If I can do this as a girl, I can do it again now.
Your parents allowed you to climb this.
They didn't know. My brother took me. Those readings, Peter, I've been wanting to talk to you about them.
Are they consistent with what they've been reporting in South America?
They're not as high, but they're high. Oh, your equations still work. It doesn't disprove the model. We can still plot the paths of the air currents. But still, something's not right. Shh, keep down.
Oh, what is it?
The white-tailed eagle. I haven't seen one in years.
Amazing things.
It's caught something. This is special. I thought they were extinct, poisoned by pesticides.
Beautiful things.
A new life, eh? Oh,
Wonder if we'll see anything like that again. Wonder where it came from.
it makes me think, where did it come from? I mean, the extra radiation. Where did that come from?
You sure it's not a quirk of all this new equipment?
All the instruments can't be giving inflated readings. Oh, come on, take my hand. There you go. Right.
Right. Let's try and work it out.
All right, so what do we know? We know the readings are at their highest down in the southern hemisphere.
And not as high here, up north.
Right.
It's being diluted somehow, is my thinking. Mixed in by all the currents.
That would make sense.
Well, it's heading from the south up to the north.
Yes. Your model of the air currents. That would prove that's what's happening, that there's this general movement north.
I think we need to find out where this radiation came from in the first place.
We've been running the model forwards all this time, but our starting point has always been South America.
I could look again at the model, perhaps.
Run it differently, you mean?
Run it backwards. See where these air currents originate.
The radiation has to be coming from somewhere.
Somewhere further south.
South of the Antarctic Circle, maybe? I don't know. Whatever this is, people are going to want to hear about it.
I hope so.
I think we might be onto something.
This is bigger than just clouds, you mean?
Bigger than clouds! Although I know you can't believe such a thing.
I might, given the chance.
It might be what this paper's meant to be about. Look at this.
Hey, hold on.
Just want to get a bit higher. I know a spot. It's windy up here. Are you cold?
Cold. The very idea.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful view. It would be a beautiful thing.
It would be, if you wanted to do it. It would change the whole focus of the paper. You might be needing some help.
Would you like to help me with it?
Writing it? Well, of course. It could be that beautiful subject I was talking about.
Your subject.
Of course not. It could be ours, though. This beautiful thing. If you wanted it to be.
Come here.
the rain.
Oh,
Think we could make it to those trees down there?
no chance.
Come on. Here it comes.
If it hits us, you could take my jacket.
Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Let's go then.
This isn't the way back, is it?
I know another way around. Don't worry. We'll get less wet.
Wait!
Exciting, isn't it?
This! No!
I mean the new idea, the paper.
Yes! Yes, it's great! It's great. Really. Finally.
It's so much better at night, don't you think?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I saw them setting up this afternoon. It was all chaos and scaffolding, but now it's more, I don't know, exciting, I suppose. Not just all that. This.
This.
You realize this is a big occasion, don't you? It's the first time you've taken me out, Dr. Hamilton.
No.
At night, in public. Not working, not hiding a wee anywhere. We're out courting.
Cuddly toy?
Oh, you know me so well. Go on then, boys and their toys.
Watch this.
Good grief, what are you doing?
As you said, courting.
Are you now?
10 shots, sir. There you go. Knock down all the cans, the bear's yours. Or more likely yours.
I think this one's more for him.
Not many men can do what I'm about to do.
And you have good aim, do you, my knight in shining armor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I always thought I'd be good in the army.
If only books hadn't gotten in the way. Go on then, prove yourself, army man. Well now, maybe I had you all wrong. You really don't need to prove anything.
That's it, my lad. Only another 5 of them. We'll make a soldier of you yet, Pete, my boy. Now what's he up to, cheeky little bugger, spoiling our game? Ah! Missed him.
That's enough, I think.
What's the matter, Peter?
I'm fine. Clara?
Radiation. My God, what's going on here?
Are you there?
Is anybody out? Peter. Thank God. Tell me some good news.
Not yet, Floyd, I'm sorry. There was barely any fuel. I've walked all this way.
Are you alright, Peter? Where are you?
At some kind of base. Not the one we're looking for.
Another base? Are there any people there?
There were lots at the fun fair. Clara was there.
What the hell? Mate, are you keeping it together?
Yeah, no, there was no one. Just a mine, a radioactive symbol.
A mine? God, where the hell are we? Can you see anything else?
Floyd, I can see the ship at last. Mountains, bay, ship, like we said.
You can see it? You can see the Norwegian ship?
I can. I can see it on the far side of the water. And there's a boat. A small boat on this side.
Okay, so that's something. Do you think you can use it to get across?
Oh God. Not rowing. No, I can't get in a boat. Not now. Not out there.
You don't want to give up this close to the finish line. I'm counting on you.
We're going to die out here.
Peter, please listen to me. You know where you are now. This is the last push. You've made it this far. I know you can do it.
Wait, I'll go when I'm ready.
No. If you hang around, we've got a problem, mate. There's a storm coming your way. I know because I'm in the thick of it now. You don't want to get caught out on the water when the river hits. Look, I know you're tired, Peter. But if you don't get moving now, you'll never cross the water. Who knows when the storm will clear? You've got to leave now.
Floyd, I can't.
You can. You have to. Please, Peter. I don't want to die here.
All right.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go on, mate. Go. Get out of there. Go on.
Peter, good to see you at last. You look well.
We were just talking about you, old chap.
Here, we got the first round in to celebrate.
Oh, thank you.
Heard the paper's going shockingly well at last.
It is, thank you.
John, your eminent professor, mentioned it. Gather you showed him an early copy.
Word spreads when something's good, that's all.
Never seen the man so delighted. So, I propose a toast. To Peter.
To Peter.
To me?
May this be one foot inside the club. So all in all, I hear it's been a very productive summer. Got everything you wanted in Scotland.
It's an inspiring place, yes. Very beautiful.
Oh, she is. She is.
Someone's been spreading rumours, have they?
My hands are clean. I just mentioned Clara.
That was it. Clara, good man, Peter. Like I said, inspiration.
Sorry, shouldn't I have said anything?
I'd rather it was kept quiet. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea, that's all. Clara's been helping with the readings and...
Helping? Well, bit of note-taking here and there, filing.
She's been doing more than that.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
Oh, I thought it was more, assisting them writing.
I don't know where you draw the line.
Oh, I see. So wouldn't that make it a joint paper?
Sam, I think we all know that Peter is the real professor in waiting here. I think he knows better than anyone how much he put into it and who wrote what. Isn't that right, Peter?
Of course.
And he's well aware his chances of promotion would be considerably lower if he'd only done half the work in collaboration.
Of course I'm aware. Of course.
Fine.
Collaboration isn't a bad thing.
No, I agree.
Unless, of course, you're that girl Molly, collaborating with the communists.
I think the word you're looking for is collusion.
Well, didn't work out too well for her either way. Shame, really. I'd have happily colluded with her.
Joe.
Ah, you're right. Too complicated. I prefer things with fewer strings attached. Having the KGB and MI5 watching through the curtains, that would really put me off.
Molly didn't deserve all that. I wonder what's happened to her.
Well, she hasn't come back for the start of term yet, apparently. Beyond that, who knows? A vanishing lecturer.
Doesn't that worry you?
Not especially.
You're not worried, are you? You've got no secrets to hide?
Not anymore, thanks to Sam.
Sorry, old chap. It's all water under the bridge. New term, things will have settled down. Fresh start and all that.
My thoughts exactly. New term, new students. Speaking of which, what do you think of those two over there?
Them? Very nice, I'm sure.
Joe, don't.
Hold this, will you?
Are you leaving us?
Don't be so possessive, Peter. What are you, the wife? It's like you said, Sam. Never too late for a fresh start. I meant what I said. Hearty congratulations on the paper. You always had that passion, much more than the rest of us. And this sounds like that old conundrum, women or work. Just don't forget your years of struggle. Don't miss this opportunity now. Wouldn't want you missing out on what you deserve.
Thank you.
Right. I'm off to get what I deserve. Don't wait up, chaps.
You're a disgrace, Joe.
Absolutely shocking.
He keeps doing that, doesn't he?
He'll stop it one day.
But what's there to stop him?
Come on, Pete, pay attention, head in the bloody clouds again. That's your problem. Pick up the oars and row like I told you. Faster than that, son. Come on, keep them both in time.
Doing my best.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. And try and keep your weight in the middle, too. You don't want to tip us in. What a wonderful start to the holiday that would be.
Do you want to help?
No, this is a test of your listening, son, and trying to work things out for yourself. How would you learn if I did everything for you, eh?
I didn't mean do it all, just take an oar, maybe.
Well, say I did, and you could only work one oar. Then where would we be? We'd be going round in circles. Oh, now, look, there's a strong current coming up. It's a good test, son. Now, remember what I taught you, and this won't be a problem. Keep her straight and true. Strong arms. I said strong. No, 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 no!
Trying.
That side! Harder on the port side!
Help!
Jesus, Pete, that one! Oh, come on, give it here! Give it here! Good, you get back there, I'll do it. I knew you weren't made for this!
Maybe you're right.
Come on. Prove you can go the rest of the way. Current's not as strong now. Here you go. I have done my best, Peter. Whatever you do in life, you can't expect anyone to do things for you. My experience. I won't always be here to help. And there'll come a time when you've got to prove you can do something by yourself.
Ahoy! Good row, Captain Hamilton.
Oh, get me away from this thing. It looks calm out there, but it's rougher than you think.
Oh, it does look nice and calm, you're right.
It's the current. Can't you see it?
It's very nasty ripples. It's practically a storm surge.
I think if the wind had been in another direction...
Oh, come here. Don't you know me at all by now? Come on, let's walk.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I've got used to being this relaxed. What's it going to be like getting back to college, having to smarten ourselves up? I really like you like this. It's nice. Remember when we met on that train and you were so self-conscious about that suit?
I don't.
Oh, I remember it vividly.
I remember you struggling with the suitcase.
So, do you want the good news?
Absolutely.
While you're out, I checked with the hotel and they said we could stay another night. And I thought, why not? Extend this holiday as long as we can. Extend the celebration.
Celebration?
Oh, you know, the summer of work. The fact that it's practically all done now. And perhaps we could celebrate us too.
I'm not absolutely sure what you mean.
Absolutely. Mr. Absolutely Hamilton.
Oh, stop it. I don't say it like that.
You do, and that's fine.
Ready to go home soon?
Not in the slightest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at these houses. Oh, if I had found someone I could row with, perhaps I could be living here.
Hey, I can row.
Well, that's good, because I think I might be in love.
In love?
Well, those two houses up on the cliff, look. Oh, which one should we have, the red or the blue?
It's tricky. Why not both?
Oh, go on, pick one.
Okay. Blue.
My choice exactly.
Oh, almost like I knew what you were going to say.
Well, either house looks big enough for me. Maybe more than me one day.
Family.
Well, like I said, one day.
What about your work? Wouldn't you want to finish that first?
Well, finish work before I settle down, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I love my work. You know I do. I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to keep going as long as I can. I don't see why it has to be one or the other. Would you give up work to have children?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Immersed in your work, no doubt. Blinkers on. I keep thinking about all these bright young women I'm teaching and I'm scared. I'm scared that despite all they've achieved, despite the fact that they're walking out into the world with a degree from Cambridge, the first thing they'll be asked is, how fast can you type?
Don't be so pessimistic.
It's not pessimism, I see it. Even the jobs they get, they're not expected to keep once they've had children. All it needs is people to stand up to it.
No, you're right. I think women have every right to state their claim.
Not a woman this time. Women have been making a stand, throwing themselves under horses since the suffragettes. We need men to start fighting for it.
You can count on me.
I hope you do make a stand. Won't become part of all that. It's not easy, you know. A lot of people are still living in the dark ages about all this. Your professor, for one, I'll bet.
I think you're probably right there.
He doesn't know about any of this, does he?
This work?
Exactly. The work we've done. You will tell him, won't you?
Yeah. It might be difficult.
What?
It could be tricky to...
You're not backing out of our partnership now.
No, I'll do it. I will.
Scouts honor?
Scout's honor.
Good.
Happy?
Happy. You?
Very.
Peter, marvelous to see you. Do come in. Take a seat. I have to say, I'm delighted.
Delighted? Well, that's wonderful to hear.
I must say it's very impressive.
Very kind of you.
Not at all. It's your work. I think the direction you took it gave it something of real value. Well, as I say, quite apart from the climate side of things, the method you developed to track radiation, I can see it having far-reaching implications, and not just in your own field. It's marvelous.
I'm very proud of it, yes.
A first-rate piece of work, Peter. First-rate. This other name on here, Dr. Clara McKirrick, I presume we could drop that.
Drop it? Why would I do that?
Oh, well, I understand you probably had some little research assistants, but, well, we all have secretaries. we just don't usually put the name on the front cover of the paper.
What are you suggesting?
Tell me, have you seen your friend Joseph recently, Samuel?
I have.
Doing so well in their new positions. I would dearly love to see the same for you, Peter. And more for you, in fact.
Well, thank you.
It would be so well deserved after all these years, especially after the risk I took.
Risk?
A boy from a grammar school, first in his family to make it to university, you know what I'm saying. It's been really wonderful to give you this opportunity. I would just hate you to throw it away by misattributing your own hard work, that's all, for whatever reasons you might have.
Throwing it away? What do you mean?
I mean, there is a world of possibility out there for you. Well, as I say, it really is very good, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You've given it to someone else already.
I knew a few who I thought might be interested. I thought you'd be pleased. In fact, I think you might want to prepare yourself for being the center of attention for a little while. I'm sure you would be able to cope, but I think it's perhaps not quite the sort of thing you'd like to foist on a young woman's shoulders.
Whatever it is, I'm sure Clara could handle it.
With this name on here, there is a good chance it will cause problems.
I'm sure I could handle them.
This isn't all about you, I'm afraid. There could be problems for everyone. Clara was close with Molly Shanahan, wasn't she? The one suspected of being a communist spy.
She was, I believe.
How close they were is the real question. Clara joined Molly on that anti-British protest march, I hear.
It was anti-nuclear defense, not anti-British, I believe.
Well, you know my thoughts on that. They can be one and the same thing. A lot of people, very important people, believe you are either with this country or against it. Some of the benefactors of this college, for example. My father used to call this university one of the greatest contributions Britain has made to the world. I would agree with that. Wouldn't you?
One of the greatest? Really? Well, it does some great work.
It does. I'd hate to be the one to undermine it. The affair with this Cambridge 4 business has been bad enough. We can't change the past, Peter. But we can learn from it. Before we fool ourselves into remembering it too kindly. Now, with this name on here, and the associations one might make, you see what I'm saying?
If you met Clara, I'm sure you'd agree her name should be on the paper.
Good God, Peter, I am trying to make you understand something. This is precisely the way the rot sets in. It's the slow knife. Members of this university were recruited to spy for the Soviet Union 10 years ago. Now members of this university are demanding we lay down our weapons, the only defense we have against the very same foreign power. What happens in 10 years' time? And what happens to the integrity of this college in 10 years? If you share your work on a whim with a girl you've taken a fancy to, and what happens 10 years after that? Cannot survive by making oneself vulnerable. That is why this university is still here. That is why I am still here. I hope you understand how much I care about your success. It's so common for work to fade into obscurity after it's published. It would be a shame if yours were denied my full-throated support, especially after so many years.
I've spent years working on this.
I cannot make your decisions for you, Peter. By all means, publish with Clara as a co-author if you're feeling generous, but if you do, you'll have to take your chances. It would be difficult for me to bring to bear any influence I have. By way of illustration, I have an address in Whitehall to give you.
Thank you.
Afraid I can't tell you much more now, but he's a good man. Cambridge man. And you may find there's one more reason to leave Clara out of things. I'm sure things will become clear soon.
I think you've made things very clear.
Well, let me know what you decide. Just knock any time. My door is always open.
Someone's there.